Hello and welcome to a Westwood Technology video. Today we're going to talk a little bit about speeding up your computer. Once in a while you may run into issues where your computer is not running fast enough for you, or is not loading your files quick enough. So today we're going to go through a few little steps that you can take just to speed up your computer just a little bit more. So what you want to start off by doing is opening up your web browser of choice. I use Google Chrome. Now what you're going to want to type in is piriform.com. piriform.com. So here, under the Home tab, you will see a software called CC Cleaner. So now you want to choose CC Cleaner depending on whether you have a PC or Mac. If you have a Mac, click here. If you have a PC, click here. I have a PC, so I'm going to click right here. So now you'll be given this page, and you can see that CC Cleaner is a tool that cleans up your computer just so you can have it run a little bit more faster by deleting files that you don't really need. So click on download, and there's a free version of CC Cleaner which is available from download from these websites. So just click on piriform.com and you should see that it started downloading. Now, when that finishes downloading, what you will want to do is set it up. So open it up, and you can see we're started with a setup. So select your language, English, obviously for me, and you will want to customize these options to your liking. I personally don't want to automatically check, and I don't really need these as well. But what you will want is a desktop shortcut and start menu shortcuts for sure. So then click install. And unclick the view release notes. Just keep run CC Cleaner. So click finish. And now you'll be given this page. Intelligently scan for cookies to keep. So what happens when you go on different websites is that it stores a file called a cookie. A cookie basically keeps your information such as a password or a username. And if you want to log into sites using cookies, then you'll want to use this option. So what you will want to do is click on yes, and that will scan for any cookies that you might want to keep. Now that you've intelligently scanned for cookies, you should be granted with this page. This is the main interface for CCleaner, and as you can see, there are a lot of different options to choose from, as you can see right here, but you don't really need to worry about these. By default, CCleaner comes with options that are designed to clean up temporary files without ever affecting how you use your computer. So if you just click on the Analyze button, it should scan your computer within a few seconds to minutes. And as you can see, I still have Google Chrome open. And to effectively use CCleaner, you'll want to close all your browsers. So I will click OK on allowing CCleaner to close Chrome. So now it will continue its analysis. And you can see I have about 4 to 5 gigabytes of files that can be deleted from my computer. And a lot of these come in the form of my recycle bin and my cache from using my web browser. So what I will do is run my cleaner. So as you can see, it'll show you this process will permanently delete files from your system. Are you sure you want to proceed? Now, if you have anything in your recycle bin that you're not sure about, I'd recommend taking it out at this point. So I will click yes to this because I don't really need anything in my recycle bin. I don't need any of my temporary files either. And within a few seconds, it should complete its process and it should get rid of all the temporary files. Okay, now that it's complete, you can see that 4,808 megabytes were removed. Now that saves me a lot of file space on my computer. So this is an effective tool to use. Just run it maybe once or twice in a week, and that will keep your computer maintained to a nice speed. Now, another part of CCleaner that I really like is the ability to change your startup. What happens when your computer turns on is that it starts up a bunch of applications so that you can use these applications immediately when you start your computer. Now, this may seem advantageous, but what it actually does is that it slows down your boot up time. In addition, can slow down your computer while you use it. So to change this, you'll want to go over to the Tools tab. Now you can see there is a tab right in here called Startup. So what you'll want to do is click on that. Now you can see that there are a bunch of different things that are starting up when my computer starts up. So as you can see, a couple of them are antivirus, and a couple of them for audio, and a bunch of different things. Now, you don't really need all of these things starting up. For instance, you can see right here there are a couple of Adobe things that I really don't need when I start up. I only need them when I actually need to use an Adobe product. So what I can do is I can go through one by one and just click on this delete button right over here. So that delete button will take out the startup entry, and this program will no longer start up when my computer turns on. Now, going through this process can really speed up your boot times, and also it can make your computer seem snappier while using it. But you'll want to make sure that you don't delete anything that's necessary. For instance, I was just deleting Adobe products, but that's only because I don't need them when I start up. I can turn them on later. But for instance, right here I have my antivirus. Now you don't want to turn that off when you start up, because otherwise that could put you at risk of getting a virus. What you can do is you can do a quick Google search of these different programs right in this column. And what that will give you is an overview of what it is. So from there you can figure out whether you need it or not. And that's how you choose what programs you need when you start up. Now, moving away from CCleaner, there's a couple other programs that will allow you to clean up your computer right away. So on Windows, if you go to All Programs and Windows Accessories, you'll find Disk Cleanup. Now, Disk Cleanup is included in Windows in order to scan your computer for any files that it might not need, and thus allow you to delete them. This will allow you to speed up your computer, as well as get rid of some files, cleaning up hard drive space. So now you can see that it scanned my computer and it came back with a couple results. So it gives you choices to delete stuff, and what you can do is you can just check these off, all of them if you want to, or figure out stuff that you don't want to delete. For instance, if you have something in the recycle bin that you're not sure if you want to delete yet. So now what you can do is click OK, and it will come up again with this prompt: are you sure you want to permanently delete these files? So I am sure, so I will delete these files. And in just a few seconds, it will clean up all the files that I don't need. Another program that I like to use on Windows is called Disk Defragment. So if you go into the same place where you found Disk Cleanup, you'll find Defragment as well. So I'm going to click on Defragment and Optimize Drives. So right here you're granted with a layout of what is on your computer. So the C drive is usually where everything is stored on your computer if you're using Windows. So what you'll want to do is either click on Analyze or Optimize. Analyze will tell you if you actually need to defragment your computer. And as you can see, I've run Analyze before and it tells me only 0% is fragmented. That means I don't really need to run disk defragment right now. But even if that shows up as 0%, it's always good to optimize your drive. So to do this, you'll just want to click on Optimize. And now this process will take a very long time. It can take hours even. So Analysis, it'll run that real quick, just to check once again whether it's fragmented or not. And then it'll go into the process of cleaning your computer by defragmenting it. Now for Macs, you don't really ever need to defragment your hard drive. A Mac file system is set up in a way unlike Windows so that defragmenting is not really required. But on a Mac, you'll still want to use CCleaner to clean up all your temporary files, because CCleaner allows you to clean all those files, decreasing your storage usage on your hard drive, and also allow you to change startup items in order to make your computer seem faster. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you learned a little bit about how to speed up your computer. Thanks.